Are you struggling to think in English? Do you translate every sentence in your head before speaking? If yes, this video is just for you. Today, I'll teach you how to train your brain to think in English so you can speak naturally, confidently, and fluently. I'll share powerful techniques, common mistakes, useful idioms, phrases, synonyms, and even difficult words to boost your learning. Stay with me till the end because there's a vocabulary section where I'll explain everything we learned today. So let's begin. Why is thinking in English important? Thinking in English is the key to fluency. It helps you speak faster without hesitation, stop translating in your head, understand English like a native speaker, express your thoughts naturally. Let me ask you, do you translate in your head before speaking? If yes, that's why you feel slow. But don't worry, I have some simple tricks that will reprogram your brain to think in English, step by step. Step 1, start with simple words. Your first task is to stop using your native language, even in your thoughts. When you wake up, describe your morning routine in English. I am brushing my teeth. I am making coffee. Look around and name objects. This is a table. That's a blue chair. Use basic sentences throughout the day like, I need to drink water. This is how your brain will slowly adapt to English. Step 2, talk to yourself in English. Do you know who is the best speaking partner? You. Think in English while doing daily activities. Before sleeping, talk to yourself in English. Today was a long day. I need to wake up early tomorrow. A common mistake. Many learners say, I am very tired today. Instead say, I'm exhausted today. It sounds more natural. Step 3, learn in phrases, not words. Native speakers don't think in individual words. They think in phrases. For example, instead of I have no money, say I'm broke. Instead of I don't understand, say I'm lost. Instead of it's easy, say it's a piece of cake. Mini practice. Try replacing your basic sentences with natural phrases. Step 4, read and listen to English. Every day. Your brain needs English input to think in English. Listen to English podcasts, audiobooks, news channels, read English books, articles, social media posts. Common mistake is some learners say, I am listening to a podcast. The correct way is, I am listening to a podcast. Step 5, use English to English dictionary. Stop using bilingual dictionaries. Instead, use an English to English dictionary like Cambridge or Oxford. For example, if you don't know the word fascinating, search for its meaning in English. Fascinating, extremely interesting. This way you'll learn in English and won't rely on translations. Think in English with what if scenarios. Want to train your brain faster? Try the what if technique. Ask yourself questions in English. What if I won $1 million? What if I met my favorite celebrity? Then answer in English. If I won $1 million, I would travel the world. This forces your brain to think in English. Step 7. Use idioms and phrases in daily life. Idioms make your English sound natural and fun. Here are some useful ones. Get cold feet means to feel nervous. I was going to give a speech, but I got cold feet. Break a leg means good luck. You have an exam tomorrow? Break a leg. Under the weather means feeling sick. I can't go out today. I'm feeling under the weather. Try using one new idiom every day in your thoughts. Step 8. Change your phone language to English. One simple trick. Change your phone settings to English. Your social media will be in English. you'll see English notifications. Your brain will adapt faster. Step 9. Speak without fear. Most learners fear making mistakes. But guess what? Mistakes help you learn. Instead of thinking, what if I make a mistake? Say, even if I make a mistake, I am improving. Common mistake, I am afraid to do mistakes. The correct way is, I am afraid of making mistakes. See? Small corrections make a big difference. All right, now let's go over everything we learned today. I'll explain the idioms, phrases, difficult words, synonyms, and common mistakes so you understand them completely. Idioms and phrases 1, break a leg, good luck. This phrase sounds funny, right? But it actually means good luck. For example, if your friend has an exam, you can say, hey, break a leg. If someone is about to perform on stage, you can say, go and break a leg. But remember, don't say this literally. It does not mean to actually break your leg. 2, under the weather, feeling sick. If you're not feeling well, you can say, I am under the weather. For example, I can't go to work today. I'm feeling under the weather. Sarah didn't come to school. She was under the weather. This phrase means I am sick, but sounds more natural. 3, get cold feet, feel nervous. This idiom means to feel very nervous before doing something important. For example, I was going to give a speech, but I got cold feet and canceled it. She was ready to skydive, but at the last minute she got cold feet. So, when someone hesitates because they are too nervous, they get cold feet. Difficult words. One fascinating, extremely interesting, instead of saying very interesting, use the word fascinating. For example, the universe is fascinating, instead of the universe is very interesting. I watched a fascinating documentary about space. It makes your English sound more advanced. 2, exhausted, very tired. Many people say, I am very tired, but a better way is I am exhausted. For example, I worked all day and now I'm exhausted. After running 5 miles, I was completely exhausted. It's a stronger way to say you're very tired. 3, bilingual, knowing 2 languages. If someone speaks 2 languages fluently, they are bilingual. For example, Maria speaks English and Spanish. She is bilingual. I want to become bilingual in English and French. It's a useful word if you're learning English. Synonyms, better words to use. 1 broke equals no money. Instead of saying I have no money, say I'm broke. For example, I can't go out this weekend. I'm broke. He spent all his salary. Now he's broke. It's a common way to say you have no money. 2 lost equals don't understand. If you don't understand something, instead of saying I don't understand, you can say I'm lost. For example, this math lesson is so difficult, I'm lost. I was lost in the meeting. They used too many technical words. It's a casual and natural way to express confusion. 3, a piece of cake equals very easy. If something is very easy, say, it's a piece of cake. For example, this English test was a piece of cake. Don't worry, driving a car is a piece of cake after some practice. It means something is so easy that anyone can do it. Common mistakes and their corrections. 1, I am listening to music. I am listening to music. Many learners make this mistake. The correct form is, I am listening to music. Wrong. I am listening to music. Correct. Because listening is a continuous action, we use I am listening. For example, right now I am listening to my favorite song. She is listening to an audiobook. 2, I am afraid to do mistakes. I am afraid of making mistakes. Many learners say, I am afraid to do mistakes, but this is incorrect. The correct sentence is, I'm afraid of making mistakes. For example, I don't speak English because I am afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. That's how you learn. See the difference? Afraid of plus verb plus ing is the correct structure. So now you know some powerful idioms, difficult words, synonyms, and common mistakes. Use idioms to sound more natural. Use stronger words like exhausted instead of very tired. Fix your common mistakes and speak with confidence. Remember, the more you practice thinking in English, the faster you will improve. Now let me ask you, which new word or idiom will you use today? Comment below and practice. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more English learning tips. See you in the next video.